Hello students, I Mrs. Madhvi Matre welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. We are learning chapter number 1 linear equations in two variables. In this we have completed all the topics and now we have come to the end of the problem set 1. Okay, so let us go further in problem set. In the previous lecture, we have completed two word problems. Out of that, first was activity which I told you to solve as homework, and second problem I discussed with you. Okay. Now let us go towards the third question here. Third sub question from main question number 7. Here, this is again an activity based question. To find number of notes that Anushka had, complete the following activity. Suppose that Anushka had X notes of rupees 10. Now see, whatever I am having is the old edition of the textbook. So in that old edition, okay, here you can see this is a printing mistake. Okay, this 10 should not be there. Here, instead of 10, it should be 100. Okay, so those who have old editions of textbook, please make a change. Okay, so take a note of this change. Those who have new edition, in that the change is already done. Suppose that Anushka had X notes of rupees 100 and Y notes of rupees 50 each. This is already given to us. Then they have given two conditions in two different boxes, and from that we have to obtain two equations. Now see, X notes of rupees 100 means this will amount to 100x. And Y notes of rupees 50, it will amount to 50y. Okay. So Anushka got rupees 2500 from Anand as denominations mentioned above. Okay. So what this means is this total amount is 2500. Just now I told you that here the amount is 100x and here the amount is 50y. So you will get the first equation as 100x plus 50y is equal to 2500. You can divide this equation by 50 and you will get a simplified equation. Number that as 1. Okay. When you will divide by 50 here, when you will divide 100 by 50, you will get 2x here. When you will divide here, you will get y. So 2x plus y you will get, and when you will divide here by 50, okay, that time you are going to get 50 again. So what you will get, x plus 2x plus y is equal to 50. Okay, that is your first equation. Then second condition, you see, if Anand would have given her the amount by interchanging the number of notes, Anushka would have received rupees 500 less than the previous amount. Okay, that means the notes are exchanged here. Y notes of 100 and X notes of 50. So this equation you will write by exchanging the coefficients. In the beginning, what we were having, 100x plus 50y is equal to 2500. So now you exchange the numbers. So what you will get here, 50x plus 100y is equal to 2000. Why 2000? See, because 500 less is given. Don't write in hurry that 50x plus 100y is equal to 500. No, 500 rupees less means it is equal to 2000. Again you divide by 50 and get the second equation and solve those equation and then write down the final answer. Okay, so it is an easy question, so all of you please try to solve it by yourself. Okay, so take a note of this, you do it as homework. Let us go further now. Question number 4. Sum of the present ages of Manish and Savita is 31. Manish's age 3 years ago was 4 times the age of Savita. Find their present ages. So such problems we have solved in 9th standard also, and in exercise also we have solved one problem which was age related. Okay, so again it is possible for you to solve this by yourself. Okay, so try to solve it by yourself. Here you have to find present ages of both. Okay, so you can take present age of Manish as x years and present age of Savita as y years. Don't forget to write down the unit as years. So sum of the present ages is 31. So the first equation is very easy. X plus y is equal to 31. Okay, number it as 1. Then Manish's age 3 years ago. 3 years ago means you are going to subtract 3. That means Manish's age will become x minus 3. And was stands for equal to 4 times the age of Savita. So 4 times with what? 4 into Savita's age will be what that time? Y minus 3. Okay, so that you solve and you will get second equation, and solve those equations simultaneously by any method, either by elimination method or substitution method, or you can use Cramer's rule if you want and get the answer. Okay, but you know that elimination method is always simple and you know it very well because in 9th standard also you have practiced it. So try to solve this sum by yourself. Okay, now let us go further. Question number 5. See, this question is star marked here. That means here in this question you have to apply your skills. Means what? The equations you will not get very easily. Okay, you have to convert them. Direct equations you will not get. Okay, so let us see how to do it. In a factory, the ratio of salary of skilled and unskilled workers is 5:3. That means this is one condition. Total salary of one day of both of them is rupees 720. So this is second condition. Find daily wages of skilled and unskilled workers. Okay. So we have to find out these two things, daily wages of skilled workers and daily wages of unskilled workers. So here two things which we want to find that we are going to take as unknown. Okay, that means the daily wages of skilled workers we will take as rupees X, and daily wages of unskilled worker we will take as rupees Y. Okay, so that will be our first statement in the solution, that let the per day salary, or you can say daily wages of skilled workers be rupees X and per day salary of unskilled workers be rupees Y. You can use the word daily wages also, any word will do. Now see the first condition. In a factory, the ratio of the salary of skilled and unskilled workers is 5:3. Ratio means what? We are writing in the form of numerator and denominator. So here this ratio, how we are going to write? X upon Y, and that is equal to 5/3. It is given na 5:3. 5:3 means what? 5/3. So according to the first condition, what we can write down is X upon Y is equal to 5/3. Correct? Now cross multiply here to get the equation. So what we will get? 3x is equal to 5y when we cross multiply, and then when we write down the equation in the form of ax plus by is equal to c. That means both the variables on left hand side and the constant on right hand side, then the equation will be 3x minus 5y is equal to 0. Number it as 1. Okay, this 5y is shifted to left hand side. So 3x minus 5y is equal to 0. So from the first equation we got, from the first condition we got the first equation. Now let us think about the second condition. Total salary of one day. Okay, means what? Salary of skilled worker and plus salary of unskilled worker. That means what? X plus Y. That amounts to rupees 720. So by second condition what we can write down is X plus Y is 720. Okay, so this was very easy to frame. Here you need to convert. So this is equation number 2. Now you got both the equations here. See, here you have 3x minus 5y is 0 and here you have x plus y is equal to 720. So here you can solve now by any method. For example, if you want to solve by elimination method, then you need to equate any one coefficient. For example, if you want to equate the coefficient of y, here you will multiply by 5. If you want to equate the coefficient of x, then here you will multiply by 3. So anyhow you can solve. So let us see further. So what is done is multiplying the equation by 5. Why it is multiplied by 5? Because the signs are opposite. Then simply by adding we get the answer. That is why equation 2 is multiplied by 5. And we got the new equation as 5x plus 5y is equal to 3600. Okay. Now in the first equation we have minus 5y and here we have plus 5y. So if we add equations 1 and 3, then the variable y will be eliminated and we will get the value of x. Okay. So let us write down that adding equations 1 and 3. Okay. So this is equation number 1. This is equation number 3. Written one below another. This plus sign shows that we are adding. And when we add, see, this will get cancelled. Plus 5y and minus 5y. So here 3x plus 5x, you are going to get 8x on left hand side. And here 0 plus 3600 is 3600. So 8x is equal to 3600. And from that, x is equal to 3600 divided by 8. And when we divide, we get the answer as 450. Okay, you can simply do it orally also. See, 8 4s are 32. Then 4 left out, then 40, then 8 5s are 40 and then 0 as it is. Easily you can do it orally. So value of x we got as what? 450. Now this value we can substitute in any one equation, either equation number 1 or equation number 2. But what you will find is equation number 2 is more simple. X plus y is equal to 720 as you have seen. So always choose the simpler equation. So this value of x we will substitute in equation 2. That is x plus y is 720. Then in place of x you are going to write 450. So 450 plus y is equal to 720. Now shift this 420 this side. So y is equal to 720 minus 450. That is 270. Okay, so we got both the variables now. Both the unknowns we have found out. X is 450 and y is 270. Finally, you need to write down the answer as a statement. And for that, you make use of the very first statement of your solution, or you make use of the last statement from the question. That what we want to find out. We want to find out the daily wages of the skilled worker as well as the unskilled worker, or the salary of them. So you can write down the statement. Therefore, the daily wages of skilled workers is rupees 450 and that of unskilled workers is rupees 270. Okay. I hope you must have completed writing along with me. Once again, I am telling, if you are lagging behind, you can pause the video there and you complete it. Previously and in live session also, we have told you what is the importance of completion of notebooks. So please do complete your notebooks on time. Now let us go further. This is the last question from problem set, or we can say this is the last question from our chapter. Okay, this chapter was quite big and we took so many lectures. I discussed each and every sum here. Okay, I hope you must have understood them. Now this is again a star mark question. This is little bit lengthy also. Lengthy means what? In order to understand, the diagrams are drawn. So that is why the solution has become lengthy. So let us see how to solve it. Places A and B are 30 kilometers apart and they are on a straight road. Hamid travels from A to B on bike. At the same time, Joseph starts from B on bike, travels towards A. They meet each other after 20 minutes. If Joseph would have started from B at the same time but in the opposite direction, instead of towards A, it is given in bracket. Means what, he is not going towards A, but he is going in opposite direction. Hamid would have caught him after 3 hours. Find the speed of Hamid and Joseph. Okay, so after reading the question, you cannot understand it immediately. Okay, that is why here, when if we draw the diagram, then you can understand the things properly. Okay, what is told is here that there are two places A and B. Suppose here is A and here is B, and Hamid is starting from A and Joseph is starting from B on their bikes, and we have to find the speed of their bikes. Okay, so whatever we want to find, that we are going to take as X and Y. So what is our first statement? That let the speed of, or the Hamid's bike, or let the speed at which Hamid is driving his motorcycle be X kilometers per hour. Okay, be specific, write down the unit. And the speed at which Joseph is driving his motorcycle be Y kilometers per hour. Now here you need to write down that X is greater than Y. See, because Hamid is starting from A and Joseph is starting from B, and in the second condition, when they are walking, driving in the same direction, Hamid is going to meet Joseph. That means what? If the speed of Hamid is less, then they will never meet each other if they are going in same direction. Got it? That is why it is mentioned that X is greater than Y. Speed of Hamid's bike should be more than that of Joseph. Then and then only they are going to meet. Okay. Now let us see it properly, and we will discuss both the cases or both the conditions separately to find out the equations. Okay. So first of all, the two unknowns, that the speed at which the Hamid is driving his motorcycle is X kilometers per hour, and the speed at which Joseph is driving his motorcycle is Y kilometers per hour. Or simply you can write down, let the speed of Hamid's bike be X kilometers per hour and that of Joseph's bike be Y kilometers per hour. Okay. Now let us see the first case. A and B, they are 3 kilometers apart and they are on a straight road. Hamid travels from A to B on the bike at the same time. Joseph starts from B on bike, travel towards A. They meet each other after 20 minutes. Okay, so this is the first condition or first case we can say. So now let us discuss this first case. Okay, in the first condition, they are moving towards each other. Okay, so how we can draw the diagram here? See, these are the places. See, this is place A and this is place B, and distance between them is 3 kilometers. Hamid is starting from A and Joseph is starting from B. They are on their bikes. Okay, then what we have taken is Hamid's speed. We have taken as X kilometers per hour, and Joseph's speed we have taken as Y kilometers per hour. And after 20 minutes, they are going to meet at point C, somewhere here. Okay. After 20 minutes means Hamid is going to travel the distance AC and Joseph is going to travel the distance BC. And the total distance is how much? 30 kilometers. Now see, we have taken speeds as unknown. We know the time and we have distance also. So obviously we have to use the formula distance is equal to speed into time. Okay. One more thing here, the time is given in minutes, 20 minutes, but speed we have written in the form of kilometers per hour. So 20 minutes you need to convert into hours. Okay, this is what you have to do. So what we can write down here is that in this case, they are moving towards each other and they meet at C after 20 minutes, which I discussed just now. So those 20 minutes we need to convert into hours. So we know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Therefore 20 you have to divide by 60 and then you will get 1 upon 3 hours. Okay. Now here the distance is 30 kilometers. So let us write down the formula, or you can write down the formula while writing the equation also. The formula is what? Distance is equal to speed into time. So here what we can write down is AC plus BC is equal to AB, and that is 30 kilometers. Okay, we can write down this. AC plus BC is equal to AB. That means the distance travelled by Hamid, this is distance travelled by Joseph, is equal to 30. That means AB. Okay, so what is AC now here? See, the speed is x and time is 1 upon 3. So speed into time. So what we can write down here? X upon 3. Here we can write down, 3x, and here we can write down 3y. Speed into time. Okay, so that we can write down like this: 1 upon 3x speed into time plus 1 upon 3y, and then equal to 30. We have used the formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. So see, 1 upon 3 hours is time and xy are the speeds respectively. Okay. Now we don't want these 3 in denominator. Generally we eliminate the fractions and we try to write down the simplest form of the equation. So if we multiply the equation by 3, then we will get the easier equation as x plus y is equal to 90. Correct? This is equation number 1. So this is how we have got first equation by discussing the first condition when they were moving towards each other. Okay. I hope all of you must have understood how the first equation is derived. This is important. That is why the diagram is drawn to make you understand better. Now let us go towards the second condition here. When Joseph moved in opposite direction. Okay, so again the diagram is drawn. In the previous case, see, Hamid is at A and Joseph is at B. In the previous condition, they were traveling towards each other. But now it is, the direction is opposite. Hamid is traveling in the same direction, but Joseph is traveling in opposite direction now. See here. Joseph is not traveling towards Hamid. Instead, it is going away from Hamid. Okay. But still, they are meeting at C. Okay. That is why I told that while writing, you should write that x should be greater than y. In this case, if x is less than y, then they will never meet at C. Because always Hamid will be lagged behind if the Joseph speed is more. So here Hamid's speed is more. That is why after some time they are going to meet here. The distance AB is going to remain constant, that is 30 kilometers. Okay. So now what is told to us is that they are moving in same direction. Then they meet after 3 years. There it was 1 upon 3 years. Now it is 3 years. And also what we can see here is AC. That means distance travelled by Joseph. Okay, time is 3 hours and speed is 3x. So we are going to get 3x. The distance AC is 3x. And distance BC is what? 3y. Distance travelled by Joseph. So what we can write down, AC minus BC is AB here. So AC is what? 3x and BC is 3y equal to 30. Again the same formula is applied. Distance is equal to speed into time. Okay. So here we can simplify the equation. See, you can divide here by 3. So if you divide the equation by 3 throughout, then you are going to get x minus y is equal to 10. Okay, equation number 1 was what? X plus y is equal to 90. And here it is x minus y is equal to 10. Okay. For deriving the equation, we need to do all these things. But equations formed are very easy. Afterwards, you can solve them very easily. There you have plus y, here you have minus y. So simply by adding 1 and 2, you are going to get the answer of x. Okay. So now let us do that. Adding equations 1 and 2. So equation number 1 is written up. Below that equation number 2 is written. And plus sign is in between, which shows that we are adding. So here plus y and minus y, it will get cancelled. And here we will get x plus x is equal to 2x. And 90 plus 10 is equal to 100. So what we got here, 2x is equal to 100. Okay. From that, we can get the value of x. X is equal to 100 divided by 2. That is 50. So value of x is 50. Now let us put this value in any one equation, either in equation number 1 or in equation number 2. You can substitute value of x anywhere to get value of y. So let us write down that. Substituting x is equal to 50 in equation 1. Equation 1 is x plus y is equal to 90. So replace x by 50 here. That means in place of x you write down 50. So what you will get? 50 plus y is equal to 90. Now shift this 50 this side. Okay, so y is equal to 90 minus 50, that is 40. Okay, so x is equal to 50 and y is equal to 50. We got both the unknown variables. Then finally we have to write down the statement, that what x stands for and what y stands for. Okay, then you write down, therefore the speed of Hamid's bike is 50 kilometers per hour and that of Joseph's bike is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, so you can write down the answer like this. Therefore speed of Hamid's motorcycle or bike, whatever you can write down, is 50 kilometers per hour and speed of Joseph's motorcycle is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, don't forget to write down the units everywhere. They are very important. In the beginning, while taking unknown also, you need to write down the units. Otherwise, you are going to lose your half mark. So I have told you again and again that you need to be specific when you write down the answers or solution. Finally, you need to write down the statement because it carries half mark. Okay. So with this, we have completed chapter number 1. Okay, I have explained the chapter in detail. So many lectures were taken. I hope you must have understood all the problems. Still, if you have any problems in this, then you can certainly share it with me. I am going to answer your queries. Students, please try to solve all the problems and please keep your notebook updated. Okay. So students, today I am stopping here. In the next lecture, we will start with second chapter, that is quadratic equations. So students, till that you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you students.